You're going to hear El Nino a lot over the next several months as we head into the summertime. In fact, it could be a super El Nino. So what does that mean for us here in Chicago? Well, hang with me. We're going to talk about how this El Nino could impact our summer weather and also our next winter weather here in Chicago. First, it's important to know that El Nino is not a storm. It's not a system. It's a warming of the waters in the Pacific Ocean, specifically right along the equator. The waters warm there and release heat back into the atmosphere. So let me show you the forecast models, what they're projecting for the water temperatures there in the Pacific. This graph above me shows an increase in water temperatures there in the Pacific Ocean as we go through the next several months, even into next year. So the numbers, once we get to 0.5 degrees above average, that's considered an El Nino. When we get to 2 degrees Celsius above average, that's considered a super El Nino. And what we're seeing right now is the trend for those water temperatures to go well above regular El Nino status and potentially up to super El Nino status, and then stay there through the summer, fall, and into the winter time. So what does that mean for us here in Chicago? Well, with an El Nino during the summer months, there's not as clear a connection between El Nino summers and how our weather's impacted, but if there is a connection, it usually trends to wetter and cooler than average summers for us here in Chicago during these El Nino events. Fall weather, kind of similar pattern with cooler and wetter falls when we have El Ninos. But the big change happens during winter time. When we have a strong El Nino in the Pacific, it does impact our winters here in Chicago, and it impacts them by being drier and warmer than average. So stay tuned. With an El Nino, it may have some impact on our summer, but if it holds all the way through next winter, we could be looking at a mild and dry winter next winter thanks to that El Nino.